So after donating my blood, when I came back for the test result, they said the blood doesn't match.
Okay. So, go on. Okay.
So the doctor advised me that I should go for a DNA test, in which I did. And I find out that the child wasn't mine.
Do you have a DNA result?
Yes, I have it here.
Can I see it?
I asked her and she's saying she's sorry. I don't know, sorry about what? For 8 years.
Order.
Okay. So now what do you want now?
I want my money back. All the child's, the school fees, the birthdays.
Really?
Yes, I want a refund.
He know they fight, but Judge Mugu go balance the right. Truth go stand, lie go fall. Inside this court, we hear it all.
The gates of justice at Mugu People's Court have opened, and the drama has arrived. 2 sides, 1 truth. Before they step into the courtroom, we catch their fire, frustration, and fury, right here at the steps of Mugu People's Court. Are they victims or villains in disguise? Let's hear their story
Swift justice
before the gavel falls.
and justice delivered and wrapped in simple common sense.
Today in Mugus People's Court, the DNA result is out, and so is the drama. A man realized the child he raised for 8 years is not his biologically. The twist is, the child was born during his marriage. So now the man wants a full refund of all the school fees, all the birthday expenses, even the diapers, and even insists that the child's surname is changed to that of his original name, of his original father rather. But the mom says no, that the child is his in all respects, except Pam. And she insists that he must continue to be daddy. Now let's see what the court has to say about this. Mrs. Titi, how are you defending this?
I own what I did. I messed up, I know. But he has been in this boy's life from day one. This boy calls him daddy. This boy loves him as much as he loves him. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to explain it to him. You can't just turn a young boy into an orphan overnight. I know DNA has said what DNA must have said, but at least that love should be binding, and that's what I'm fighting for.
I wish you the best with your court hearing.
Thank you.
Mr. Toby, you've been in the life of this child for 8 years.
Yes.
Why do you suddenly want out?
Okay, because I was living a lie. That boy is not my son. After 8 years of love, feeding, bills, and pride, I find out he's another man's sperm deposit. So how am I supposed to take care of that? He's not my son. So I have to let go of him. That's it.
Okay. I wish you the best with your case.
Thank you.
The truth unmasked. Now we watch as the litigants make their case before Judge Mugu. No camera tricks, no performance lawyers. Just 2 people, face to face, with justice between them. This is not a place for noise. This is where lies collapse. When the facts clash and the gavel is watching, only one side will walk out with dignity.
This is a case between Mr. and Mrs. Toby and Titi Williams. Mr. Toby, are you in court today?
Yes, I'm here.
Please step forward. Mrs. Titi, are you in court today?
I'm here.
Please step forward. My lord.
Thank you so much. We have the Williams at war, eh? Mr. Toby Williams against Madam Titi Williams. Okay. Oh, DNA matter. All right, sir. You have dragged your wife or ex-wife to the Mugu court. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and what exactly is going on? Why are you here?
Okay. My name is Toby Williams.
Okay.
And I'm an actor. So my wife here, I've been fathering a child for 8 years. That wasn't mine. So for
What do
8
you mean?
years.
Okay, she's been mothering a child that is not
It's not
yours.
mine for 8 years. The child behaves well. He behaves well, and I must tell you, he's a very good boy.
But how did you find out that it's not your
He
child?
falls sick almost all the time. He falls sick almost all the time. And when this last one that he fell sick, I took him to the hospital. And the doctor said I need to donate blood. So I donated my blood. So after donating my blood, when I came back for the test result, they said the blood doesn't match.
Okay. So, go on. Okay.
So the doctor advised me that I should go for a DNA test, in which I did. And I find out that the child wasn't mine.
Do you have a DNA result?
Yes, I have it here.
Can I see it? Madam, can you take it? No, do get it from me. Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's difficult to read. Okay. I don't know how to translate this. Okay. Negative. So the doctors told you that this is not your child.
Yes.
How does that feel?
I feel so bad. I feel so bad about it because I've been fathering him for 8 years. Every time, I make sure I take him out, I buy things for him, I pay his school fees, I do everything that a father should do.
So did you confront your wife?
I asked her. And she's saying she's sorry. I don't know, sorry about what? For 8 years.
Okay. So now what do you want now?
I want my money back. All the the school fees, the birthdays.
Really?
Yes, I want a refund. So she should take the child to whoever the father is.
Okay. Madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Your husband said you brought a child to the house that is not his for 8 years and you didn't tell him. What's your story?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
I know I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Would say I was young. I was really young. I was dumb and stupid. But my husband here is the only father that our son knows.
Okay.
He was the one that cut his cord. He was the one that named him. He bought him his first bike. He helped him in every weak areas. Taught him how to ride a bike. He was always there for him.
Was he a good father?
He has always been a good father to our son.
Okay.
I know DNA says no. But fatherhood is more than blood. You've been there for him. He's the only one you know as your son. You are the only one he calls father.
Do you have any other children?
He's our only son.
Your only son. So now because you found out that this is not your biological child, does it remove the love you have in your heart for this child? You don't love the child all of a sudden anymore.
Not that I don't love the child. I love the child.
Okay.
But
you want
right now, my problem is, why do you have to keep it for me for 8 years? If you know that it's not mine, you should have told me about it.
Okay, I understand that. But which one is now you want all the money you spent on the child? Why will you punish the child for what the mother did?
That's my decision. The child has a father, so he should go and...
So you are his father.
I'm not his father.
You are the one he calls daddy.
I am not.
What about the love? You want all the refunds.
Leave the love aside, I am not.
Can you refund affection?
You've kept me in darkness for 8 years.
I'm sorry, I've said it, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not.
The truth unmasked. Now we watch as the litigants make their case before Judge Mugu. No camera tricks, no performance lawyers. Just two people, face to face, with justice between them. This is not a place for noise. This is where lies collapse. When the facts clash and the gavel is watching, only one side will walk out with dignity.
Let's take this thing up as we always do. There's a reason you didn't come with a lawyer, because we don't believe in lawyers coming to cases here because they tend to prolong it, they make adjournment, they make all those stuff. We don't do that here. No adjournment, no postponement, no continuance, we decide. So because of that, you are going to be your own lawyer. We want to get the common sense and fairness out of all of this. So you get to ask him some questions so that he can clarify your position. And then she gets to ask you some questions so that she can clarify her position. For my panel of advisors, those who always give me advice before I make my ruling. So do you have any questions for her? Since you guys are basically not even looking at each other.
Yes, I have.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so now, the first thing is, you know the child wasn't mine. So why do you keep it for me for 8 years? You said it's a one-time mistake. Okay, a one-time mistake, and you kept it for 8 years without telling me.
I wasn't sure. I was also confused. It
You were
happened many
confused.
years ago. I wasn't sure until this DNA.
Okay, so if I didn't do a DNA test, are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me about it? Are you going to come to confess to me that okay, this child is not my child?
Toby, I wasn't sure.
You wasn't sure.
And there was
for
love.
8 years.
I
Good
wasn't
8
sure.
years.
You were in my life too.
Christ.
Okay.
This is silly.
All right. Madam, do you have any questions for him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, please go ahead.
Toby,
Okay.
you love our son. You've been
Yes, I
a
love
good
him.
father.
Mm-hmm.
If this DNA test had not come out with these results, would you still love him?
Yes, why not?
So, is it that the love was fake or it has expired now or what?
The love is not fake. The truth and the reality is that I don't have a son.
So, Toby,
I don't have a son.
what do you want me to tell him now that is the reason why you've abandoned him?
I don't know. You can take him to his father. I don't know. You can tell him whatever you want to tell him.
You can see.
That's it.
Interesting. All right. Well, my panelists, do you have any questions for any of them before we decide this case today?
Yes, I have questions for.
All right,
Madam.
Mr. Lukubiri, go ahead.
Madam, if you paid for a product that came with a content different from what was advertised, won't you ask for a refund? Or should we say that love is non-refundable even when it is deceptive?
Love is supposed to be unconditional, and they've already shared a bond. I don't want to compare the love of humans with products. So,
And if this were a product, wouldn't we say this is false packaging?
if it were to be a product, yes. But this is not a product.
All right.
That's all
This is a human being, which will even make it more serious, madam. A product, a Coke, is easy to say, okay, it's not my own. But we're talking a human being here. All right. Madam Dagogo, do you have any questions for this, either of them?
Yes, Judge Mugu.
Yes.
Mr. Toby,
Yes, ma'am.
in our land, when a man nurtures and grooms a baby, he becomes the real father. Your wife was the one that committed adultery. Why is your anger so kindled on your son also? Did he commit any offense also?
Well, like I said, the boy has no offense. He's very intelligent, very perfect in everything he does. But I can't take another man's son in my house. In my family, is a taboo.
So you are transferring the sin of the mother to the son.
Yes, that's why I want a refund.
Thank you.
Interesting.
And madam,
Okay. Oh, yes.
even the tortoise knows how not to lay eggs on another's nest. Did you ever think of what this immorality would do to your son by the time the truth is exposed? I mean, did you carry him along in your mind before thinking of this kind of lifestyle?
It was a long time ago. I was acting really dumb, ma. I was acting really dumb. It was my earlier years in marriage.
And now your eyes open.
Okay. All right. Mr. Common Sense, I could barely hear that. Mr. Common Sense, do you have any questions for them?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Oga, your anger is highly justified. But if you have loved this boy for 8 years, is it him you want to direct your anger to or your wife?
Well, like I said, I'm not directing my anger to the boy. But she's the one that knows where she got the pregnant from. So she should take him back there. I am not ready to father a child that is not mine anymore.
You have already fathered the child for 8 years.
Yes, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again.
So you are resigning.
Yes.
Very good.
Could you please subtract your frustration from that beautiful fatherhood you have built over the years?
No. I can't continue. I can't continue with that. No.
Okay, to you, madam. Love is deep. But 8 years of falsehood and deception is far deeper. Isn't it? Now you claim you loved your husband. Why didn't you tell him, darling, I opened my page for another man, I don't read and finish you. I just wrap and come, and this is the product. Why?
I'm sorry. Please.
We all know what that word has caused in this world.
Please,
I'm sorry.
Please.
Madam, before we even go into deciding this case, I just have guys, don't be a Mugu in this court. There's only one sensible Mugu here. Every other Mugu will. You will collect too. All right. Madam, are you aware, just curious, that in many legal systems, including Nigeria, concealing paternity can be classified as fraud? Are you aware of that? Not that you can be prosecuted for fraud. You know, fraud is a criminal offense. Are you even aware of that?
Like I said, I didn't even know. I wasn't sure it was not his.
You are not sure it was not his. That means we are not even going to go there. I don't want to embarrass you on national TV. Go ahead and say you are not sure. You are not even sure who got you pregnant. That means you are sleeping with your husband and you are sleeping with another man. I don't want to make you go into the gory details of how this happened because I don't want this to be about that. Because at some point, your child might be watching this. So, but I'm just letting you understand that this could have been a fraud case. But now that he's suing for damages, do you think you have any defense? Really? I cannot hear. Your voice is all of a sudden low now. It was loud before now. So do you think you have a defense now?
When the drama cools, the wisdom speaks. The Mugu Advisory Council takes the floor. Legal minds, cultural custodians, and streetwise thinkers. They don't judge, they dissect, they guide the gavel, and challenge the foolish. Welcome to the round table of common sense.
Panelists, we have this lady here. You know, it's unfortunate what has happened. I'm deliberately not asking her to go into the details of how this happened, but I don't see her as being stubborn and still trying to fight. All she's saying is, I'm sorry, that word that all of us hate to hear. And we have a man that is implacable here, 8 years of his life, of his love, of his money, of his resources. All of a sudden, he wakes up, no child. He basically has no child that is his by blood. I'm not going to say he doesn't have a child, because you do have a child. It's in the house with you. Okay? The child thinks you are the father, but Nigerian-wise now, he doesn't have an heir as far as he's concerned, and that's the only child they have. So how do we decide this? I'll let you go first, Mr. Lokobiri, our consumer advocate. How do you take this?
Judge Mugu,
Yes.
let us call a spade a spade.
Okay.
Toby was deceived.
Toby was what? I cannot hear you, sir.
Toby was deceived.
Okay.
Outrightly deceived. Let us stop romancing betrayal. Look, Toby deserves compensation for the school fees and even emotional damage. Whether he wants to remain in the boy's life is his choice. This is a broken contract, period.
Okay. So your decision is, your recommendation?
It should be compensated.
Okay. Okay, cool. Madam Dagogo, what say you?
Yes, Your Honor. Toby has been playing the role of a father to this boy The blood might be different, but the bond is real. I suggest that Toby should continue being the father to this boy. But the woman has to go and beg the elders to settle this betrayal. That's my take.
All right, thank you so much, Madam Dagogo. Mr. Common Sense.
Yes, my Lord Mugu.
How do you say on this one?
Yes, common sense. Common sense. They call it common. That is never common. It is expected that you and I should have at least a level of it. This is a very tricky situation. But common sense says that the boy did not commit any offense, but your wife did. You can decide to walk away from your wife, but stay with the child. You see, I will advise again. Oh, Judge Mugu, there's need for this court to make a pronouncement because this woman that is behaving that as if she is harmless can wreak havoc tomorrow, can go and bring the father of this child to come and claim the paternity. Let this honorable court make a pronouncement that such change should not be entertained.
Because it's even possible the father could be the houseboy.
Yes.
Or the driver.
Yes. Or the gate man.
Or the gate man.
Opening pages
so that means
everywhere.
He's already in the house then?
Yes.
Do you have a houseboy? You have a gate man? You have a driver? I'll go and test all of them for DNA. You are laughing. I've not asked Madam, who's the father. I'm not going to, because that's not my job here. But I've been on this bench a while. 90% of the time is somebody close to the family. But that's not why we are here. I don't want us to go into that because the child is who we are focusing on right now. And we don't want to make it too traumatic for him. It's what is in the interest of the child. If this was a whole different case, if you had brought her for a different thing, what I'll be talking about is different. But right now, there's a fate of a child in the balance. But I hear you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So what's your recommended verdict? I want to be clear.
Compensation. No, I don't think there's need for that. Trust is broken forever.
So what is your verdict that you're recommending?
Let the woman go her way and let this man keep the child and make a pronouncement that
the man doesn't want the child. How can I give him what he doesn't want? He said he wants money. Compensation is what he's asking for. You are saying I should give him a child. He's not asking for the child. The mother is not saying I should give him the child, or should I give him the child? Without you.
Toby.
You see.
Madam is calling Toby. When the father was doing it, were you calling Toby? Okay, so let's not call Toby now. But so I'm trying to understand what you are recommending as a verdict.
There's no
so
need
we can't
for
give them what they asked
compensation.
for. Sorry?
But if the man insists on not wanting to take the baby,
yes, that's what he's saying.
Her compensate him fully to the last penny.
No, the man is not saying he wants or do you want the child? Even without the mother, you don't want it at all. All right, this is regrettably, this is a kind of a case that is very common in our society today, especially in the last few years. I don't know whether it's because in the olden days, the parents don't even bother to do DNA. The world is much more enlightened now, and DNA is easy to do. We hear these stories every day. Hearts broken as of the man, the wife, the child in the process. So before I give my verdict here, I'd like to talk about the 5 Mugu sense to take away from this for every one of us. Those of us in court, those of us who are watching at home. What can we learn from there? What are some of the things I would like to point out? Those 5 things are very important because you may not think this applies to you. For all you know, you are right in the middle of it. For those of not in the middle of it, how you can avoid it. Because pain, I don't care what people say. I'm not going to condone what this woman has done, but I like her spirit. She's not quarrelsome. She's not trying to deny. She just doing say, Toby, you know. I don't know whether that one used to shock you that time. It looks like it's not working this time. The way I scored that Toby a few times, even myself, I'm wondering. Okay? But she's been upfront, at least when caught.
the 5 common sense commandments. Now let's listen to Judge Mugu as he delivers the 5 Mugu cents from the case before he gives his final verdict. Forget the shouting, forget the trending drama. Judge Mugu breaks it all down with 5 powerful lessons. Truth wrapped in culture, wisdom sharpened by experience. These are not opinions, they are survival tools. 5 Mugu sense-filled laws for a foolish world.
All right, here is the 5 Mugu sense that I see from here. Sir, with all due respect, fatherhood is more than DNA. Until DNA proves otherwise, which is where we are, right? In Nigeria, if you acted as a child's father for years without checking, the law won't pity you when the truth drops late. DNA is your friend. That's why I'm advising everybody at home. Use it early, not after 8 years of school fees. I've seen personally this put a man in a hospital. Literally with a heart attack, madam. This is what happens. I've seen somebody who fathered 4 children, or who grew up as a father to 4 children, or whose 4 children grew up with him as their father, only for him to find out when he was already 55 years old that 3 out of those 4 children were not his own. 2 of them were already lawyers. One was a doctor. He's the one that didn't even go to school as his own. True story. He ended up having a heart attack in London. So this is not a joking matter. DNA is your friend. Once you start to have one feeling, it's not, you don't even have to doubt your wife or whatever before you do DNA. It's being safe. Because these days, we all think that men are the promiscuous ones. Personally, I believe that women are more. Men are serial adulterers. But women do it once, they don't do serial, but doesn't mean they don't do. Especially people like you who are always traveling. An artist, you are gone doing your thing. Your driver, your cook, they are all at home. Madam is looking at them. So that's number 1. DNA is your friend. Use it early, not after 8 years. Number 2, sense here. You can stop spending when this kind of thing happens, but forget about refunding, as Mr. Common Man said, my common sense man said, Mr. Dugo. This is not a supermarket. Child support is not a deposit to collect when the DNA fails you. What you gave in love or ignorance is gone. Next time, verify before you invest money and emotion. And that is for all of us here. Your child is not a product. I don't care what Mr. Consumer Service says. It's not a product. It's a human being. Emotions cannot be refunded. Number 3, if you suspect betrayal or deceit, separate the child from the fight. The laws and common sense. Mr. Adugo has been saying it. You cannot punish the child for the mother's lies. The child remains innocent, no matter the parental mess. A child knows only you for 8 years. And now, by turning off your love for him, you have made the child the victim of the mother's mess. And he doesn't deserve that. Somebody doesn't have to be your blood for you to love them. You loved him even though it wasn't your blood. You didn't know it was not your blood. So the love did not flow from blood, contrary to what everybody tells you. You love that child unconditionally without even knowing that it's not your child, which proves a point that a child, the love for a child has got nothing to do with the DNA. It's the one that you see that is with you. Number 4, you can sue the deceiver, but only if you have receipts, which you probably do. And I'm telling those of us who are here, if you can prove the woman knew the child wasn't yours and deliberately defrauded you, which happens to be the case here, you can sue her for fraud, emotional distress, and even reputational damage. If that's what you had come, I would have taken everything she has and given to you. But you can't ask me to refund, and that's what you're asking for. The law is not a Father Christmas. You are asking for a refund of money you spend on a child. You could never get that back. But if you are suing for fraud, you are not saying you want the money you spend back. You are saying this woman deceived you, and you want 10 million. I'll give all of it to you because she did deceive you. Although she's claiming, in fairness to her, that she's not sure. So that means she really doesn't know. So because I almost forgot that, because that's what she said, that she was not sure. So probably at the time this happened, she had sex with you and another guy, whoever that is, or you know, it might be an old flame, probably it might just be lonely in one hotel somewhere. If she tells her story now, you yourself might even be feeling sorry for her, but I'm not going to let her do that because that's not what this is about. You can't make the child the victim of your problems. And that's what you have just done by coming here. You want a refund of the money you spent on the child. What about the love the child spent on you? Calling you daddy, jumping on your leg, and being proud of you as the daddy. Are you going to refund that? The child should not have been a subject. The money you spend on the child should not be part of your issue. It should be, I have a problem with this woman, she deceived me. And finally, common sense number 5, or Mugu sense number 5 here. I told you I'm the only Mugu with common sense. Wise men do paternity tests early, quietly, before the child calls you daddy for years. Because emotional pain is more expensive than DNA tests. Before you go public with your heartbreak, confirm in private. Prevention is better than court battles. Look at us here. The whole world is watching us. They're watching you. Heaven forbid that one day your child might see this video. And I hope all of us will learn from that. DNAs are cheaper now. Even if you have a inkling of that, do DNA. Even if you have no doubt, do DNA anyway. I really, really feel that when I have cases like this, it breaks my heart. I'll be honest with you. Because no matter how you do it, the child is still going to suffer. That is the problem. That is the problem. No matter how I cut this, there's a poor child somewhere that is going to suffer. So here's what we're going to do. Under the law, you have every right to legally stop supporting the child. Once the DNA has confirmed and you have brought receipt to the court, we have your DNA here. It proves that the child is not yours. And your wife is not insisting it's yours. She's saying she's not sure. But it doesn't matter what she says. Science has shown. So you have a right to stop supporting your child, even though I would advise you against it. Because it's a child who has loved you. But you have your right to do that if you want. But demanding a refund, Bagbe, I can't give you that. Because courts do not see child support as a refundable transaction, regardless of what Mr. Lokobiri said. Even if it is based on mistaken identity. It's a child who spent it, is gone. But if the mother knowingly deceived you, you may have a separate claim of fraud against her personally. But it will still be hard to get refunds specifically for the child's needs, like school fees, clothing, unless you can prove she benefited personally beyond the child's welfare. We are separating it. So I can't give you what you have asked for. I can't give you the refund. And as a matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned as Judge Mugu, you are still the child, you are still the father of that child. For 8 years, you have been the father. It doesn't change the fact that you brought one document. If the DNA was never done, you will have died loving that child. You will have grown old. The child will have grown old with you. You will have been proudly calling him your son forever. So a paper does not change fatherhood. So go take care of your child, sir. You may even be saying you are separating from your wife. I will counsel forgiveness. Anybody can make a mistake. I know it's hard. But if you can't forgive, don't put your child through that pain. Still love the child. Still take care of the child. And God will compensate you. So that's my decision. Case dismissed. And I so rude. I'm so sorry for you, for what you have to go through, madam, but you know there's always consequence of that indiscretion. And that's what we are dealing with here. Sir, too, your pain will go away at some point. Your pain will go away. God will give you grace to be able to forgive and be able to reconcile with your wife, because shit happens, as they say. God bless you guys. I will see you. Good night.
of common sense. No lie survives. No scam goes unpunished.